The whole Shane and Stephanie McMahon scenario, they're running Raw together, as we said. Stephanie is really holding on to her nice girl routine.
I loved her with Jericho.
Oh, it's always her and Jericho are always great. Have always been great together. Are always great together, and I love when she always throws in the again on him. Never ever be the same again.
Yeah, because we don't see that much as we used to. We used to see it all the time. We barely see it anymore.
Yeah.
It was great to see it, especially her getting at him.
Yeah, they're always gold together. It's always funny to see her interact with him. And now that he's, a whiny heel and she's trying to be a baby face to get along with her brother Shane, it's funny to see her kind of push his buttons in a different way. Shane, I feel like, didn't have as much of a part last night. I mean, they showed him a few times. I didn't feel like he was as involved in the show. Do you think there's any chance that the Stephanie being nice and coexisting with Shane, do you think there's any chance that that's real?
I think it can be, but even how Raw ended, she picked up the picture and smiled at the picture. So her and Shane did get along. There haven't been any problems, but I do think there'll be something that will escalate the situation. Maybe when Triple H gets back, or maybe in one of the main events of the upcoming pay-per-views is a controversial ending that they both have different views on. And then Triple H will come back and side with Stephanie. No matter what, I think when Triple H gets back, he'll try to convince Stephanie, you need to be in charge of the show and not Shane.
So you think she genuinely is enjoying the spot that she's in right now based on the story? And then there will be some event that it's not like she's secretly plotting against Shane right now, but something will happen that will cause them to butt heads anyway.
Yeah, I think that she's starting to warm up to Shane because it's the first time she's seen him on TV, so-called, in about 6-7 years. So they were feuding over the show for the past 2-3 months, and whenever the time comes, there's going to be a problem, and I think Triple H will be back when that problem ensues.
Right. Now, I'm sure you like the change in her character because we've seen that Stephanie villain character for however many years now, and it's kind of, I get it, we've seen enough of it. I think she's funny, she's great on the microphone, but at a certain point, you can't just keep sending the same thing out every week for years and years. So it gives us a different look to Stephanie. And I think also, like I think I say this on the show a lot of times her promos are babyface promos. Like she's putting over things that we like.
Yeah.
And then the crowd ends up having to boo her on things that they actually like. It makes it kind of weird.
Yeah.
So kind of like Roman getting booed when he's going over to greet the kid from the Make-A-Wish Foundation and the crowd's booing him. It just comes across as strange.
Yeah.
So she's talking about, women's wrestling and all the thing, her bringing us Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and people are booing. I think this also gives a chance for her to cut these promos where we're accepting the good that she has done and is doing. And they always like to kind of push her out there as like, a woman in power. And it gives the crowd a chance to hopefully eventually be on her side a little bit. But obviously it's not going to last. They're not going to now coexist forever and run Raw together. Obviously, something is going to change that. I agree with you that I think it's going to be Triple H.